Hello, welcome back to the channel. I just got back from submitting my application to Brook Street Lofts with the Casket Company. They didn't have anything available to show me at this time, but they did take my application and they're going to tentatively put me for a December 1st moving date, should I be approved and should I decide I want to take it. So there's that. And I will proceed actually with looking for a house with the FHA. So that's going to be next year. Now, me pushing it out, not them, because I need to get the money back because life is expensive. So enough about that. You didn't come here for that. You came here for the beer and pretty much anything else. So let's dive in. I looked in my library and we have done Dogfish Head Punkin Ale before. It was a different art style last time. This is again, for those who are new, Dogfish Head Craft Brewery Punkin Ale, brown ale with pumpkin, smooth pumpkin and fall spices. And this time the artwork is a little rock star. He's got tattoos and crop top, a little belly button there. His guitar on his back. This is the 2024 art series. Meet Methane Studios. That's the artist this time. For our 2024 art series, we asked our pals over at Methane Studios to flex their creative muscles into our four seasonals. Based in Atlanta, Georgia, Robert and Mark have been creating beautiful illustrations and printmaking since 1998 for some of the world's largest bands. Festivals and events. From pencil to printing, their craftsmanship is hands-on and unique. And this shows progress, so you can see the pencil sketch, the black and white, and then the color. These are 7% ABV. And let's see what it says on the can. It's a 12-ounce can, 6 12-ounce cans. A full-bodied brown ale brewed with real pumpkin, brown sugar, allspice, nutmeg, and cinnamon. So this is the real deal. This is none of that fake stuff. Enjoy smooth pumpkin and fall spices. We brew our culinary-inspired beers using real ingredients. Every beer has a story rooted in adventurous flavors and creative brewing processes. Explore the goodness with every sip. And this is Dogfish Head Brewery. Brewed and canned by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, Milton, Delaware, Brenningsville, Pennsylvania, Cincinnati, Ohio, in collaboration with the Boston Beer Company. Okay. And again, it's dogfish.com or at dogfishhead. So I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, that the at Dogfish Head is their link to their socials. When I put this up, I will try to look that up and see. Okay. This is, again, different artwork than last year. I liked the artwork last year better than this one. It was kind of crazy and whimsical. This is kind of cute. And this is my plastic mug from Albuquerque. You remember this guy. The crackling noise is the plastic, but I find it strangely satisfying. As long as it doesn't leak, we're still good. First whiff has got that ale aroma. Kind of hits you in the face. And you get a nice fresh pumpkin flavor with the spices. Mm. Getting the nutmeg and the cloves. And the sweetness from the cinnamon. Just as good as I remember it last year. I'm always glad when they don't change the formula on a beer because sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not. Is it a hit? Always. I will buy it every year that I can find it. And I will see the artwork every year that I get it. And add to my wall of fame. And when I get a new place, whether it's the casket company or a house, I am going to have space for a bar. Two bedroom is not going to be happening though. I thought it would be cheaper, but 900. Then again, it's changed owners, and I was told the website was not accurate. I, I'm thinking. Okay. To wrap this up, Dogfish Head, is it sessionable? No, it is not sessionable at 7%. It is definitely not sessionable. Drinkable? Yes. It's not as heavy as some pumpkin ales or pumpkin lagers or pumpkin stouts. It's yeah, it's slightly dangerous. I'll just call it that. That's something I picked up from another YouTuber that does reviews. And basically, if something's good and you just sort of keep knocking them back because it's good, eventually it will sneak up on you. That's why I'm saying dangerous. Dangerous in a good way, but potentially also in a bad way. You don't want to overdo it. If you drink too much of it, yeah, you're going to be like, oh, where'd the six pack go? Oh, it's gone. So do not drive. Do not have a designated Dracula, or have these at one of your monster crypts, or mausoleums, or caves, dives, wherever you happen to live. Um, it's wonderful for a Halloween party, or if you're like me, as soon as the stuff hits the shelf, I drink it. From August or September until October, as you know, it's always spooky season here all year round. But when it comes to the beer, the pumpkin beer comes out as soon as it hits the shelves. So, on that note, grab some of this, share it with your ghouls and monsters. And there are so many I've showed you already. If you want a party with just pumpkin beers, check out my library of the ones I've done this year and some of the ones in the backlog that are local to this area. If you want to do a pumpkin beer themed party, like for Halloween or whatever. And for those of you who are still subscribed that live back out in the Southwest, where it's nice and warm and sunny most of the time, except for when you get the rare blizzard in the winter, um, check out the beers there. I have a bunch of pumpkin beers that are local to the Southwest as well. So if you're still viewing from there, check out the reviews for those to get some ideas for a pumpkin beer themed party, a Halloween party, whatever you have planned. So, I don't know what I'm planning myself. As far as today, I was thinking of pizza. Again, I shouldn't be eating pizza. Pizza hates me. But I don't feel like cooking. So I'll see what food mischief I can get into. So anyway, And Stitch is around here taking a nap. She was mad at me because I went out to go look at the apartment. I was treating it like a work day. She was not pleased. I did stay home Monday because, due to digestion issues combined with emptying the cabinets, my left hip was flaring again. The couple times that I've been bumped by a car crossing the street and the time that I was slammed into by a car crossing the street, it always seems to be my left hip. I don't know what it is about cars on my left hip. But yeah, it's feeling a lot better. And having a pizza probably would not be kind, but I'm a glutton for punishment. So, enough about me. If you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell once. If you want notifications daily in your notification box, I have no idea what you call that thing. A second time. And you could also decide how often you want the notifications. So there's that. Oh, yes, I haven't said this in a while. Feel free to share these if you wish. Just for fun. Because why not? Like I said, there are a lot of videos. It's been about 7 years. You've seen me go through several iterations of haircuts and hair colors and weight and shades of gothiness. And by the way, I just say that, but I will say this also. You do not have to look like pale this to be goth. You can be any color you want, honey. Okay? Don't listen to anybody that tells you have to look like a corpse. Just a goth mom PSA out there. Enough. Yes, my brain fog is still affecting me from all that pain I was in at work. It's like, oh, it's like you would come and go in waves. And I'm going to try not to sound like a hot mess of a dumpster fire. Anywho, yes, share these if you want. Check out my other videos. And some people have checked them out, some of the older ones, and I do appreciate that. It's always kind of a pleasant surprise to see those pop up in my studio and in my emails that someone commented on a video 4, 5, 6 years ago, things from when I still lived in Albuquerque. It's kind of neat. It kind of brings the nostalgia back to me as well. I was like, oh yeah, I remember doing that, and it helps me remember too, because I'm not exactly a young bat. I wasn't a young bat to start with when I started the channel. To be honest with you, I'm way older than I look. I digress. Yes. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Keep the comments friendly. And if I say anything that's inaccurate or slightly off the mark, or I basically didn't do my homework properly, or I misspoke, like I said, my brain is foggy quite a bit. And the older I get and the more pain I get, the worse it gets. So, on top of my squirrel brain and my undiagnosed problems, which I probably have, my brain is a squirrel cage with a squirrel that's probably overly caffeinated or slightly sleepy, depending on what's going on at any given time. So there's that. Anyway, again, I'll let you guys go. Like I said, check these videos out for the pumpkin beers for this part of the country if you're here. And if you're in the other part of the country where I used to live, check those out as well to give yourself ideas, suggestions as to what kind of pumpkin beers you may want to have at your party or just to hang out with your goofians and monster zombies, werewolves, all kinds. Um, that's it. Again, drag responsibly. Take turns driving the hearse. Let the designated Dracula have a chance to sink their fangs into the wonderful libations that the season has to offer if they wish. And remember your large parasol and your 100 SPF. So all of you day-walking vampires, and those of you who are nighttime vampires who are trying to be daywalkers, don't turn into a pile of ash. I love you guys. Bye now.